Hello, good evening. Good evening, y'all. I got somebody scheduled this evening, so I can't stay here long, and I can't necessarily spend too much time talking about this. But I have had this nagging feeling about something that is happening. I don't know if it's actually being done physically or if it's being done holographically or if it's being done through computer generated mind control. But they out here snatching bodies. I am convinced. I don't care what anybody says. You ever know a person and then they just all of a sudden change? Like I'm talking about the person that used to be there no longer exists anymore. You know, obvious changes in that person start to occur. You just notice that something just ain't right with them. Something just don't seem right. I believe that they body snatching somehow. And I'm like I said, I don't believe that they are taking these people and cloning them. I believe what they are doing is they are stealing the souls out of people or either their consciousness. Okay. They're stealing the souls or the consciousness of people. And if you're not careful when you're at that crossroad, like if you were kind of a butthole, I've met some people that are kind of a butthole, but they have a sweet side to them. They're really nice. But I think that it's something that people need to pay attention to because I believe they snatching people's souls. I believe that people out there are doing that. I do. Hey Z, you know, and the thing, and let me tell y'all something. What they are replacing these people with is somebody that you don't want to be associated with. The way that these demons function in the bodies of these individuals is totally inhuman. It's like they have no recollection of their human side at all. Human beings make mistakes. Human beings are going to disagree. Human beings are going to have emotions. But human beings are not going to have a hard time admitting to when they're wrong. They're not. Some done snatched the souls out of these people. It's like they the walking dead. It's like they turn into shells or something. It's very scary. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's very traumatizing to the people that love the person that went through this change. It's traumatizing to those people that are like, what happened to you? What happened to you? And I've noticed that so I've noticed that with one of them. I've noticed in at least one person, for some reason, the demon soul that replaced the original soul thinks that it can just say whatever it wants to say, and you're not supposed to say anything back. They just say anything. That damn thing just be saying anything. Oh, thank you, Z. That thing will just say anything to you, and then when you say something back that could either be less abusive or even if you try to reason with it, it can't be reasoned with. It still just wants to say that you're wrong about something. And it's not a human consciousness. I believe that most of us human beings were born with gifts from God, i.e., discernment. If you have a demon soul squatting in your body, then anybody can tell you anything, and then you'll repeat it, and then you'll end up having all this negative karma behind repeating lies about a person. Just believing in, so it seems like whatever this negative, it's weak. It's like it takes their whole root chakra and their solar plexus out of them, to the point where any dusty old liar can go up to them and tell them anything, and they'll just believe it, even though the original person would have known the truth. And this is happening to your mothers, your fathers, even sometimes your grandmothers, even sometimes your children. They're not properly being protected. It's like whatever the thing that replaced the original person that's using the body. And you can even tell, because I believe that the body starts to break down. I believe that when people have been replaced with something else, that's when the body will start to break down. And see, I've actually done soul retrieval rituals for myself. If you walking around here and you halfway there, but you feel different, and people are telling you that you're different, that it's something different about you, like you're not the original person that I knew, I feel that you should seek some help for that. And I feel that a lot of people that were already the type of people that were very egotistical and in denial, I believe that they are at risk of totally losing their soul forever. And you got to be aware of this that's happening. It's people out here, it's demons out here snatching souls. And they're working through other people. Now, my spirits don't work like that. This is the reason why I'm a builder and a manifester, and I heal people instead of harming them. Okay. But there are some people that have horrible spirits that provided them no protection, evidently, from this, or maybe they turned away from that protection. Some of y'all do have demonic attachments that you do need to get rid of. And I believe that that is the catalyst for this. You know, the fact that I still have my normal emotions and understanding, because they'll try to turn you into a total zombie, especially if something unfair is happening to you. Like if it's something that you can fight. For example, if it's a legal issue that you have that you can fight, a person that is taken over or ran over by demons may not have the willpower or the strength or even the thought process to do it, because I believe that they're eating the brain. The way that they depict it in the Body Snatchers movie is to where it kills the original body, but then creates another. And I believe that this is symbolic. But I believe that what it is parasites. And these parasites totally pervert the original person. And you know what? No wonder the people that care about you are angry. They're angry because they tried to get through to you and you wouldn't listen to them. So they're angry because they love you and they care about you. And they're like, how can you not listen to me? How can you do this? You know what I'm saying? And so so here's what I can tell you. I believe that there are certain treatments that these people can get. And I believe that Bobby Hemmett was sort of like the he was the key to that. Bobby Hemmett. I believe that people that have that kind of stuff going on absolutely need to take a Bobby Hemmett spiritual bath. Now, Bobby Hemmett's spiritual bath involves ammonia, a couple of caps full of ammonia. The recipe is out there. You just have to look it up. He's got a bath that he does, which I believe that a sulfur bath would do the trick. And then also being in an environment where you can be protected spiritually. Because if you're in an ignorant environment, This is how people end up going and buying guns and shooting up places and stuff. Okay. It's not about that though, Zabel. I'm talking about I am talking about these demonic entities are literally taking over people. And if you're lucky enough, you're going to be in a situation with certain people. You're going to be aligned with certain people, because people that are aligned with me, y'all good. Like I said, I opened the circle back up, so get in my circle. If you are aligned with Jamila, hey Lotus, hey, if you are aligned with me and you listen to me, because I believe that people from the beginning wanted to discredit Jamila because they were on the other side. They were on the other people's side. And see, I'm telling y'all the truth right now. Now, I do believe that if you do, maybe possibly, if you do an ammonia jar on somebody, if and you have the intent to clear them of that, but I think that it also has to be a soul retrieval ritual. Hey, Blackberry babes, I'm doing pretty good. I'm hanging in there, man. You know, it's scary. It's scary. This is the reason why a lot of people don't want to get emotionally attached to people, because there are people out there that are literally just being taken over by demons right now. Like and it's so sad. It literally makes all of the people that are still normal want to give up. And it is comparable to the zombie apocalypse. It is. It's comparable to it. It's very, very scary when somebody that you knew is behaving that way. Especially when and you know what? I've seen it happen to my family members. I've seen it happen to my family members. You know, I believe that my spirits, what they want to do is they want to preserve, almost like a human preservation mission is what my spirits are doing. It's very scary, but most people on this earth are probably going to succumb to this, especially those people that don't listen. I believe it's a human preservation project, HPP, because it makes no sense that these people change. That's just like the behavior is almost it's like it's a block in the consciousness. Okay, because what they will do is they will do something really repulsive to you. I mean, very vile and repulsive. And if you throw that energy back at them, which is what do you expect for people to do? Even the saints will do that. Even the saints will throw stuff back at you. They not taking that crap. So if you're a normal human or an empath, because people think empath means pushover, and that's not what empath means. Empaths will literally mirror you so that you can see what you did. These people that have been taken over parasitically, they have no understanding of what they did that was wrong. And here's the scary part about it. Y'all need to watch the updated version of the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They are only getting along with other people that have been body snatched or soul snatched. They can't like if you're like me, which I'm 100% still Jamila. Okay. And so me versus the empty seater, they're gonna say, oh, they're gonna try to come up with every little school sandbox crap that might try to mess with my mind that they can say or do. And when I come back with something, and let them know, hey, you're wrong for doing that, they don't see what they did that was wrong. They can't see it. They're blind. And I think that it's that demonic entity soul that's inside of them that's blinding them. Because okay, for example, if a female goes out there, lies on you, calls you out of your name, and then you come back and you say, well, you're a bitch too, but you're lying and I'm right. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't do anything to you. And victim, victim, victim playing. They just, like for me, I can sit up here and say, okay, I was wrong. But however, we can't internalize those negative emotions that they're sending to us. We can't do that. We can only neutralize it or transmute it. And it's their responsibility to neutralize and transmute their own bad energy. They can't just dump that crap on us and we not send it back to them. Yeah, it is. I have been, listen, hold on, y'all. Also, if you notice that people that feel that they have the power to do something, even though it's wrong, they'll still do it. So if you notice, Z, that's you're correct on that. If anybody has any type of power over you, they will use it for corruption, and they're not behaving humanly for some reason. And it's all about fear and greed, and absolutely no human dialect or human emotion. It's just, I'm going to do this because I can, even though I'm harming someone and I don't care. And I'm going to make a decision to do it, but I'm not going to be expecting for God to step in and show out. That's what I'm talking about. And for me, I'm not going to listen to that demonic entity as it tells me, well, you have to do this and you have to do that. I don't want a love connection with somebody like that that's going through that unless they're able to take responsibility. I can't do it. I can't be connected with people that are like that. I can't. I can't. And you can't either. You got to cut the cord to people like that, or either try to help them. If they refuse help, if they refuse spiritual help, what else can you do? It's like the demon is completely taken over them. The only thing that typically wakes up people like that is if a severe accident happens. And sometimes that don't even work. Sometimes that don't even work. I think that we do need to watch our loved ones that are like that, though, because we still love them. I think that it's important to look out for them. I don't think we should abandon them. Don't abandon them. Okay. I really, because I can't. But protect yourself and know what to do. That's what I'm saying. You know, now some people are just like, I can't do it. For me, I'm more so of a fighter. I'll fight for the people that I give a damn about. But I'll fight those people because sometimes you have to fight them. That's why in the zombie movies, it's not, blowing the head off of the zombie is metaphoric. Okay. You gotta stop accepting things at face value. So to blow the head off of the zombie is not exactly blowing somebody's head off, but more so destroying what is taken over the brain is sometimes necessary, unless that person's trying to kill you. And my God would never align me with nobody like that. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's crazy though. And I truly believe that. And I think that the person, because I have tried to put the souls back into the people that were taken, but I feel that they have to believe in order to get their soul back. And most people don't believe in it. They like, I don't believe in nothing you saying. That's stupid. As they walk around under demonic possession. They walk around under demonic possession saying that they don't believe in spirits or demons or witchcraft. They don't want to listen to nobody. And they don't get along with anybody except for other demonically, parasitically infested people. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. If somebody is telling you, especially a spiritualist, like myself, trust me, I was born to do what I'm doing. If somebody tells you that your soul has been snatched and that you're different, you need to listen. Because what that thing will do is destroy your body, destroy your life. You really want to put your children through that? You really want to put your loved ones through that? I don't just think about myself. I think about my children, how hurt they would be if I were to become overrun with demons and just become this total shell of a human being that can't be recognized and can't be reasoned with. I think about them. I think about the people that care about me. I think about the people that are depending on me. And of course, I think about God and what does God want me to do? God would never, ever, ever, God would never do that to me. I've always been the same person. I've remained the same person. I've only grew. That's a digression. You running around here thinking, oh, I don't trust nobody. I'm going to be diabolical. Oh, it's a dog eat dog world. That's not exactly what the New World Order is about. That's not exactly what the New World is about. Hey, Jen. Hey, girl. Hey. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, Z, you were so sweet. You were so sweet. Who is punishing you for reaching out to me? Girl, you got some Z. If you feel like somebody is punishing you for reaching out to me, then you know what? We would have to start with the 1-2 punch. When you contact me immediately, I will do that ammonia clearing for you. And then we'll do the other work. Because can't nobody punish you for reaching out to me. Okay. Don't ever be afraid to reach out to me. And I know that it's that very negative energy. It is. And it's crazy. Mm-hmm. Exactly. You know what? I've seen gang stalking happen before. It didn't last for several years. I don't know what this crap is. I've seen the same exact thing that I've seen happening with other people. I've seen it before. And somebody cleared it out. And it was like nobody had any memory of what happened. Everybody got their soul back, but nobody had any memory. But then it started happening again. So I think this is happening worldwide. And I think that most people in this world are being negatively affected. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? You got to trust in Jamila when I'm telling you something. Please do. I have been trying to get through to several people. Say, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. They don't want to listen. The only thing that they can hear is that demon. And I think it affects their ears and their eyes, their entire head. Their entire crown is being affected. And I've noticed that that they can't touch the anointed ones. They just can't do it. They can make us feel uncomfortable. They make me feel extremely uncomfortable sitting back and that's just like when you think about the movie Insidious. Okay, they've been preparing us for this. This is why I don't really think Hollywood is that bad. I think that there's certain things that are corrupt about Hollywood, but I think that the actual creators of these movies have been warning us about this stuff. Y'all remember in Insidious when they had to go into the underworld, they had to go to another dimension to get their son that was taken into another plane of existence, was snatched basically. But the father came out possessed by the demon, by the demonic female. The father came back possessed. And his wife was absolutely perplexed. She was like, what in the world? She was mortified by what was going on. A lot of y'all wondering what's wrong with your husbands. They under possession. Can Jamila help you? Absolutely. But you got to help yourself. And you got to first trust in God. I don't want to deal with nobody that don't trust in God. I don't want to deal with nobody that you got to trust in God, the Most High, because I am merely his messenger or her messenger, however you look at God. And another person that I feel has been body snatched is young Pharaoh. He's been body snatched. And I believe that these Zen diets, this veganism, that's the first thing gonna happen to you. You're gonna lose your power. They can take over your mind and your body quicker. Not saying that everybody that is vegan is taken over by these entities. I'm not saying that, okay? Let's use logic, don't use emotion to get insulted. Because there are a lot of vegans that I believe they are also connected to the spiritual aspect of it, and that's why they don't get a lot of the sicknesses. They do seem to age quicker, however. Even melanated vegans tend to age. And I've noticed young Pharaoh aging. Okay, so his bizarre behavior has a lot to do with what I'm talking about right now. Oh, they are definitely demon possessed. It's easier for people to accept demonic possession than to actually face their fears. So that's why it's easier to do that. So, yeah. And it's an extremely hard time that we're dealing with. Do I feel that a lot of these people that have been body snatched, do I feel that they'll get their souls back? I think God is going to make them do the work. I think God needs so that it won't happen again. I think if you are not aware consciously of what's actually going on out here, you're going to have some problems. And if you saying to Jamila that Jamila is out there and you coming at me about gang stalking crap, then you're not there. You're not prepared to deal with what's actually going with what you're actually going through. And I care about everybody. I don't want to see this happen to people. I don't want to see it. I keep telling these demons, leave my loved ones alone, but it just keeps messing with my loved ones. It messed with my mama. It messed with my mother off of a very petty thing. What it does is it takes a petty thing and it blows it up. It makes a mountain out of a molehill. So that's why me relocating to another state turned into a federal crime. It's a demon that's doing that. When was the last time? Is it exactly normal for your family members and for people to start gang stalking and doing smear campaigns against you just simply because you relocate? Also, when you look at that movie Get Out talks about that a lot too. And it's not about racism. It's not about racism. It isn't. I think that if somebody that were more so spiritually tapped in would realize that black and white really has nothing to do with this. So we can't say, oh, all black folk are this or all white folk are this, because, we're at each end of the spectrum. And I believe everything in between is being affected. Okay. And we're all going through it. This is the reason why there's a crisis right now. It's not necessarily an economic crisis, it's a spiritual crisis that we're going through. If you are not spiritually convalescent and understanding of what's going on, you're going to have then you're either going to have financial issues yourself or you're going to cause financial issues for other people. Or you're going to be actively, if you're a person and you're sitting there actively trying to stop somebody's money, come on, babe, you got to get yourself together. It's time for you to go ahead and give up that ghost. And it doesn't mean that you're going to die. The entity will tell you, it'll lie to you. It'll lie to you and tell you that you're going to die if you get rid of it. And that's not true. You just have to be in a safe environment. How do y'all think that the natives cured people of demonic possession? Literally, my great, 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 great grandfather would put people in the temple in the little teepees, the little sweat lodges. They would blow smoke, whether or not it was reefer or tobacco or other herbs. They would literally put people's souls back in their bodies. This is a practice. Very, very sacred practice that has saved people's lives. Nobody goes to a medical doctor for something like that. Nobody. You can't. Because what they're going to do is they're going to start taking body parts out. They're going to start medicating. That's not the business. We are going back. If we're doing a reset, because that is when they were doing it correctly. My great-great-great-great-grandfather was a shaman that could go throughout worlds, okay? And it skipped several generations to me, could travel through worlds to save people's lives. And he could find people's soul. Where is your soul at? Where is it? Depends on who you are, because your soul can be anywhere. You never know. Science may have figured out a way to put your soul in a little bottle. You got to be smart about this, because they're doing a lot of spiritual stuff with science too. And you got to understand that either you're going to win or you're going to lose. And the price is your soul. And it doesn't matter whether or not I were a Christian witch or a pagan witch. Christian witches know the same thing. We all know the same information. The only difference between a Christian witch and a pagan witch, though, is that Christian witches are more than likely, it's a weakness. I'm not saying that Jesus Christ is a weakness, but how do I say this? You're correct. The Bible is outdated. Just saying no weapons you formed against me shall prosper. Because they have computerized and they have amplified these weapons against you. So just saying that ain't gonna work. You're gonna have earth, air, fire, water, spirit. You're gonna have to know about that. And it's no getting around it. Now, I love me some King Solomon. I will use some Psalm 54, but I found that it takes soul retrieval meditation to actually help these people. Just stating Psalms ain't going to do it. Like, you can return a hex, but we're not dealing with a hex. We are dealing with actual soul snatching. And I'm talking about out of living bodies. It's not growth, it's snatching. It's not an addition. It's not an enriching. It's actually taking people's power to the point where, okay, if you're somebody that has had your power source stolen, what are you going to do? You're going to be constantly on the pursuit of power, and you're going to constantly be on the pursuit of taking other people's power. So that should be the main symptom when you're literally vamping off of other people. I'm sorry, Blackberry babes, you ain't got, did you get in my circle? Get in the circle. Don't be scared, just get in the circle. Now, if you scared, that can mean, and see, for me, I'm not like, okay, when you look at the Bible, most of the stuff that we do is a sin. But then when you look at it, Jesus Christ already died for our sins. So then why are we still being punished for our sins? Yeah. Why would we still be punished? I mean, I'm a firm believer in Jesus when times get really rough. Like, if I feel like a demon is getting ready to try to destroy my body, I will call to Jesus. Jesus is good in an emergency. But as far as advancing you and progressing you, Jesus is going to say, go forward. He's going to say, go forward. Don't look back at this. Go forward. Call me when you need me. That's what Jesus Christ told me. He said, go forward, explore, expand, and call me when you need me. That's what Jesus Christ told me. And I think that on many levels, our parents, they did love us by giving us to Jesus to help us. I think that was love, but I think the problem was when they set limitations on how we could help ourselves. So I've noticed that a lot of even Christians will conjure what they think is Jesus, and it wasn't Jesus. It wasn't the Holy Spirit that got conjured by these people. It was something else, something very scary. And Jesus is not scary. If you are truly connecting with Jesus, you're going to have peace and harmony, and you're going to have healing. If you are connecting with some other demon that's showing up, because like it said in the Bible, Jesus is only going to save what, 144,000? So Jesus said, well, hell, I can only carry 144,000 people. That's the limit of Jesus, to be honest with you. So then what do you have to do? You have to go forth and do something else. So this is why a lot of people in the Black community are losing. This is why we have to go to people like to gods like Shiva and Lilith, because you may not necessarily have what you think you do. So then that will make you delusional. Because what is Jesus Christ doing for you when you can't prosper? If you can meditate with Jesus and actually prosper, let's think about it. My lifestyle, I have to manifest thousands. Okay? And so if Jesus done already told me, you need to go to somebody else for to help you with all that. Because Jesus was born in a barn. He was born in a manger. So Jesus Christ ain't worried about no money and no prosperity. But that doesn't mean that you have to go to the devil. Why do people go from one extreme to the other? They feel like Jesus ain't helping me, so I'm going to the devil. But there's so many other different gods in between that, and different, different deities. If you are into deity, if you're into working with deities. Now, I believe that people should work with deities because they're more powerful than you and they can help you out and you need the help. However, you can't work with these deities without venerating them. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people have taken from my spirits. They will take from my spirits, and they will go and be. That's just like if you call me and you said, Jamila, I need some money, and I've sent you $100. And then you came back like, fuck you, bitch, I don't care about you and all that stuff. Then that's not you showing appreciation to my spirits. Because my spirits are the ones that produce that money to send to you. So they got to feel like they being appreciated. And it's not that hard to do. This is why I get paid for doing what I do, guys. This is why I do it all day. I do it all day. And I have to get paid for doing it. It's very, very valuable. Period. And it's just, it is what it is. Okay. And that you have to, people, I feel like a lot of people have to accept my position in this world spiritually, and a lot of people don't. And I don't know why you would be jealous, because I go through a lot. I go through a lot. You have no idea. And I could use some support, but you know what? If I don't have it, then I can go it alone. I have God. I have my ancestors that keep me going. And it's really sad, y'all. I need to light up. I'm about to light up my patchouli. I'm gonna light up some sandalwood incense. Hold on a second. Because I gotta go in a minute. I have a reading scheduled. Uh hey, listen, this is very important. Y'all need to listen to me like you ain't never listen to nobody in your life. And I already forgive those of you that doubt me. I forgive you. I forgive you because you don't know not what you speak of, not really. So whatever it is that you're doing, you already forgiven as far as I'm concerned. But y'all need to listen to me, okay? You need to understand that everything that was written in that Bible is happening only metaphorically. So when somebody tells you to go to hell, they telling a demon to go to hell. Really? You got to learn this stuff. It was something else that I was going to say, but I I lit up my sandalwood and it went. Okay. You have got to understand that there are some people that are going to lead you to destruction. And then there's some people, spiritualists like myself, that are going to lead you to salvation. I am definitely one that is going to lead you to salvation. My heart is in the right place. All I want to do is see us all living happy and joyous under the sun and the moon. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see the world die or everybody die. Like, why would I want to see that? That's depressing as hell. Seeing like most of the world dying. That's not what we want. So it's important for y'all to listen to what I am saying and quit doubting. Now, hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Now, the empty cedars, first of all, I have immunities to that. I have immunities to having my soul snatched. God ain't gonna let that happen. I remember one day somebody was attempting to take my soul. Somebody was doing a soul snatching ritual because they do soul snatching rituals. That's how they do it. A lot of these people serve as a catalyst. But my spirits told me, they said, oh God, they said, you need to do so and so and so. Somebody trying to snatch your soul. And a lot of people just don't get it. They just lay down in the bed, they get sick for a couple of days, and they don't understand exactly what's happening to them. Now, you may just generally be sick or under the weather, but I felt like somebody was trying to snatch my soul. And I'm not having it. And y'all got to be protective of that. Your energy is very valuable to these entities. Mm-hmm. Well, I've never seen that, but what I do, but I agree, God is unstoppable and infinitely, invincibly immune to all computer oppression. Yeah, I've noticed that people can be controlled by what people do on a computer because it's air frequency, especially over the internet. It's air frequency, and then computers have crystals in them. So computers are actually transmute. They're transmitters, which is why you have to be careful when you get on the computer because I've seen people, you would think that common sense would take over, but then people get all cray acting and stuff. They have a problem in their life. Now all of a sudden they join in some kind of MGTOW group, and these people end up soulless and they end up angry, just angry demons, and they end up attacking women and children. I mean, we have an antinatalist group now. This is getting ridiculous. And I know that those people don't want to be oppressed, but we got to oppress these demons. Can't no demon tell me that I can't oppress it. If you a demon, I'm definitely trying to oppress you and keep you away from my children and my loved ones and the people that I care about. Now, a lot of y'all will say, well, I know what you're saying, Jamila. I hear what you're saying, but I want to take this other person with me. But you may not be able to do that because that other person, so it's unfortunately, it's sad as it is. As sad as it is, there are some people that are unfortunately going to be lost souls. Why do y'all think that they have a realm in hell for lost souls? That's exactly where they put you. And God gives us grace to get that back to where you're not, just angry and codependent and because I've noticed the change in people. I know exactly what is going on with a lot of people. Trust me. And the spirit keeps telling them the same thing. Your soul is gone, hon. It's gone. You got to get it back while you're still alive. Otherwise, what do you think is going to happen? When you die, your soul is going to be trapped somewhere, which, you know, there are some people that do have dark souls, black hearts, but I think it's important for you to do this. Do it for your children. Do it for the future generations of your family. Can you imagine if I would have lost my way just because my mother did? She's with her mama right now in the spirit realm. She's with her mama. And that's exactly the safest place for everybody for my mother to be, but until she's reborn. This is exactly what happens when you die. I can't let myself go down because I know that I got children, and then not just the 4 that I have millions of children. I feel like all of y'all a lot of people are my children. In spirit, they lost their mind when I changed my name to the Divine Mommy. I had a website. My website was thedivinemommy.com. I had to change it because it was too much on me. It was too much of these lost souls and lost children that were spoiled by ignorance. I gotta go, you guys. I wish I could talk more. The Witch's New Year is coming up in 7 days. So make sure you get in the circle. I'm closing it, I believe, on the 27th. Okay. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. Peace and love to y'all. Am I a Cancer now if I was a Gemini before? No, if you were a Gemini, that would make you a Taurus. That's another thing. A lot of y'all believe that y'all are a sign that you're not. So that's why there's so much confusion. If you were a Gemini before, that might make you a Taurus. It depends on your birth date. Yeah, you're welcome, baby. Okay, guys, I'll see y'all later. I love you guys. Bye-bye.